Hello everyone, welcome to a video. This is my first video on this channel, and today I will be discussing the differences between the real prototype Vader and the fake one. So to give a little background info, the real prototype Vader is worth around $700 or $800. Originally released on Bricklink for like a few bucks, and resellers got them, and yeah, they've gone into collectors' hands, and now the price has gone way up. This is the legit piece. As you can see in the center, there is the 1 in 01, and the mold is the exact same. There are 2 batches made, I think around 75 each, so 150 total. Yeah, so you could either get a helmet with 101 or 102. Yeah, so that is, yeah. So these are the 2. This one is, there are many you can get off eBay for like $2 or $3. This is a fake one. You see in the center, it does not have that, that batch number indicator of the prototype. And it is different in a few ways. Okay, so I'm going to be touching on 3 main ways you can tell these apart, and if you guys want to, this will give you good info if you want to actually spend $700 or $800 on getting the real one versus the $3 one on eBay. Okay, so the first main difference is, it might be hard to tell on camera, but the molding, the actual like shape of the mold is different. So as you can see, this is the fake one. It's also a bit more glossy on the top, made out of different plastic, which I'll touch on later. But especially on the front, you can pay attention to the eyes, and then go into the real one. The eyes are much more refined, and basically the real one has like sharper edges and is much more clean. Like if you see the bottom of that one versus the bottom of this one, I mean, it's easier to see in person, but it's not that big of a difference. But that's the real one, fake one. Yeah, so, and also if you look at the size, the fake one is a bit larger. I don't know, I think they just got the molding wrong, but I don't know. So yeah, that's one. And then the second main difference is the color is a slight difference. You can't really see it on camera, but basically this is a bit lighter, like a lighter red, than the fake one, which is more of a darker red, and it's more like glossy. You can see the light shining off of it. While the real one is, I mean, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's just different. Made of a different plastic, probably definitely cheaper and more accessible to make. Yeah, and then the third indicator is what I kind of mentioned at the beginning of the video, is the Lego factory indicators. So the main thing, of course, is the center of this one with the batch number, and the fake one, of course, does not have it. But another difference, which is very slight, but it's actually really cool to see, is if you look on the fake one, it doesn't have, it's just a straight, normal line on the top, while the real one, you can see it is like a little circle and a dot. That is where the factory detaches the machine from the head, so like molds it up and then detaches up here. So that definitely confirms, if you somehow don't know about the center, you can look at the top and the shape and the plastic made, and you can see that it actually came from the factory. So yeah, price difference, very large. This one right here, the real one sold for $700 just a month ago. But I think it could fetch $800 on eBay. I'm not sure. This one is like tons on eBay. You can just pick them up. They're called the custom. Yeah. So this one's like $2 or $3. Won't cost you that much. Personally, depends on your budget. I don't have the biggest budget, so, but I don't know. I really want to like look at the differences between these two. I don't know if it's worth it if you have a very small budget and hit $800 is a huge amount for you. But if you're a huge Lego fan and you want to have one of these iconic pieces, I suggest you get it. Try to find someone who has it. Most of these are in private collectors' hands, so you're going to need to either get lucky and find someone who has a few who's willing to let one go, or like look on Bricklink or eBay. It's your best shots. I got mine from a private collector for a trade with other prototypes, but it all depends on who you know and who's willing to give them up. Because although 150 seems like a lot of pieces, there's only like probably 10 or 20 that are like gonna be available throughout the next in the coming years. Yeah, so this is legitimate. If you have any questions or comments on these pieces, I would love to hear them in the comments. But that's it for now. I'd love to hear what you think you would get. I mean, for the majority of you guys, it's probably going to be the fake one, because they're just so similar. Like, looking at those two now, it's very hard to tell differences, but in person, it's pretty easy, actually, if you know about the molds and everything. So, yeah, again, if you're a hardcore Lego fan and you're, like, really into prototypes or all that stuff and into, like, how the factory works and all that stuff, I would suggest you get it. It's a very cool piece. But if you just want to have a red Vader helmet, I suggest, and you have a very low budget, I would suggest getting the $3 one. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'll be posting more prototype videos in the future, so look out for those. See you guys.